So I'm a car accident attorney in St. George, Utah. I'm with McMullin Injury Law, and I'm gonna watch footage of some of the wildest car accidents that we had here locally in St. George in the month of August, and get my reaction to these. I'm gonna start with, looks like we're on North Bluff. Got a white car coming up to wanting to make a right-hand turn. Okay, so we've got a bicycle that's trying to cross the crosswalk, green light. Oh, ouch. Okay. Yeah, hate to see that. Ouch. People may argue that cyclists aren't supposed to be on the sidewalk. This shows the reason why that's not the safest place for them to be on a sidewalk going opposite direction of traffic. That illustrates exactly why. It's because cars pull up to crosswalks and don't check to the right because they're checking to the left if they're making a right-hand turn. So exactly, you know, the danger that could happen to a cyclist is what happened there. However, the vehicle's at fault. The vehicle still has a duty to check for pedestrians. There could be walkers coming on that crosswalk. There could be somebody on a motorized scooter. There could be any number of things. There could have been a mother pushing a baby in a stroller. You have to check for pedestrians both directions before you make a turn and proceed. The car failed to yield there, and the car would be at fault for that accident, unfortunately. So here we've got, oh no, okay. I've seen that one before on, I think Collision Cam posted it to Instagram previously. So that, it looks like it's failure to yield is what you assume there. The camera, the traffic light's actually being blocked by the piece of the gas station there. And so I can't be positive on liability based on this video. The only way the motorcyclist could be at fault there when he's going straight through an intersection is if he just blatantly ran a red. If that light was red before he entered the intersection, then the guy on the motorcycle would be at fault. If any other circumstance existed, it would be a failure to yield. I can say that that's extremely uncommon. Probably 90 some odd percentage of the time, if somebody's on a motorcycle, they're usually not the one at fault for the accident, because it's typically a car that fails to see a motorcycle. But I don't know if that's the case here. I sure hope he's okay. So River Road, Riverside Drive. This is one of our most frequently, intersections in southern Utah that has accidents. Okay, so that light's still yellow even now. So that's just a classic failure to yield on a left-hand turn. Luckily that crash wasn't as violent as those two previous really sad ones. But yeah, you can't turn left when somebody is coming straight through, even if the light is yellow. So the left turner is 100% at fault there under Utah law. And Utah is a comparative fault state. There can be times when one driver is not 100% at fault. It could be split between multiple parties, but there it's a clear 100 for the turner. So it looks like here, this next video, we are going to be back on North Bluff. See what happens here. We got somebody out in the intersection yielding, waiting to make a left-hand turn like they should be. Light's still yellow. He goes left and he cannot go left yet. So yeah, so we got another failure to yield. 100% liable, the party that failed to yield there. Back to River Road, Riverside Drive. Okay, this one's close. So let me play this back just a couple seconds here. What matters here, this is a crash that happens a ton. People turn left because they're trying to clear an intersection because the light's going yellow and soon to be red, and they want to get out of there. You, as the turner, you have the duty to yield to traffic that's going straight. The traffic that's going straight through has to have an expectation that they can go through there until their light is red. So the only time that the vehicle is at fault that's going straight is if that light turns red. What matters is, does the light turn red before the moment that the front tires of the straight vehicle enter the first intersection line? Because only if that person runs a red that's going straight could they be comparatively at fault there, or the majority fault holder, or all the way at fault. Otherwise it's the turner. So here we've got this turner is coming out, the light is still yellow, they're looking to go. Okay, so the white truck, if I pause it here, is in the intersection. They've entered the intersection, the light is still yellow. You could argue the white truck should be able to see that person turning, sure, and maybe the light's been yellow for a long time and maybe they should have stopped, sure, maybe, but the turner's 100% at fault here. You've got to yield to people going straight through. You cannot turn yet. And it's not, looks like it's not even the first turner that causes the crash, it's the second, so both of them failed to yield there. Yep. Hope they're okay. So here, looks like we're at Sunset, near Bluff. Light goes yellow. Okay, so we've got somebody that's proceeding south. It's trying to beat a light. Their light is still yellow, which means for certain the car that's going westbound, their light is still red there, and they proceeded straight through, so they just blatantly ran a red light. So they would obviously be at fault for that under Utah law. Back to River Road and Riverside Drive, super common crash intersection. Another failure to yield, that's okay. So yeah, so emergency vehicles can cause distractions for sure in traffic disturbances. They've got duties to not be negligent as well, even when they're responding to an emergency. But here, those emergency vehicles are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. That left turner can't just be distracted because there's lights and noise. They have to still follow the traffic lights. They failed to yield on a left turn, cut somebody off, it caused a crash. So yeah, I mean, even great drivers can make mistakes behind the wheel and cause crashes. It happens all the time. Hopefully there's insurance in place to help these people recover from these with their damage to their cars, with their injuries, with everything else. But yeah, there was a lot of crashes here in St. George in the month of August. Let's be safe out there. Thanks.